There
So
we go.
Deebo Samuel is allegedly going to be out a couple of weeks with a calf strain injury. I don't know if it's a strain, how serious, but Kyle Shanahan says he'll be out a few weeks. A few weeks could be 2, it could be 4. They haven't said if they're going to put him on the IR, but it's definitely something to monitor. Keeping in mind, George Kittle just had a monster week.
Nice.
George Kittle just had 8 targets, 7 catches for 76 yards and a touchdown. CMC's obviously going to be out as well for a while. We know this. So, I mean, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle, their stock is up. Jordan Mason, I didn't think his stock could get any higher, but it probably goes up as well because Deebo won't be feasting in the goal line red zone area, taking touchdowns away. But this is pretty big news. I mean, guys that maybe we would target, I guess, would be like Jawan Jennings, maybe Jacob Cowing, but they also their rookie that got shot, right? He's going to be gone for a few weeks too. So they're thinning out at the skill position, but I don't know. George Kittle's stock probably goes up the highest here, in my opinion. What about you guys?
Steve, you want to take this one first?
Yeah, I mean, the thing about Kittle, yeah, it definitely goes up. So they're going to have to rely on him a little bit less with his blocking because they're going to need him as a receiver. But yeah, Jawan Jennings is the guy that I would target now. He's the veteran of the group. He's, showed plenty, stepping up in the playoffs last year. Week 1, he had a pretty good game as well. Now with Deebo out, it's up to him to step out. Pearsall's still out. Cowing's just a rookie. So he's the guy I want to target. I'm not really – Chris Conley's been on 9,000 teams. I don't want to go after him. So, yeah, I mean, it's a disaster right now for the Niners. This is bad news for Purdy. This is bad news for their, for their offense. But Ayuk stands a lot to benefit. Slow start for him, but obviously he's going to get heavily targeted now. So good news for Ayuk owners. And then I think Jawan Jennings is the guy you definitely want to target. I mean, it's just a hot mess. I think Jennings will give you some pretty good games, and he could get into the end zone. He could break some tackles. He's a big target. So, you're not going to expect a ton, but if you're a Deebo owner, if you need some receiver help, I think that's the guy you want to go after.
Brandon Ayuk, you bring up the slow start, holds out all the controversy, wants to get paid, gets paid, and now back-to-back weeks, he's not even a blip on the radar, doesn't clear 5 targets in either one of these games. 4 for 43. That's his best stat line last week. Now it's put up or shut up, right? Because I don't want to hear anything about getting acclimated. You played 2 full-time games where Brandon Ayuk, 57 and 15 or 59 and 42 snaps, 101 snaps. So like there is no, this is his preseason. His preseason's over. Now you get the Rams and that secondary after what Marvin Harrison Jr. and Kyler Murray just did to you. And then, who did the Rams get in week 1? Detroit. Jamison Williams popped over 100 yards and a touchdown. Coming out party. This better be the coming out party for Brandon Ayuk. And really, historically, like he's had some okay games, but really wasn't a blip on a radar in their matchups last year. Brandon Ayuk, like I don't want to hear about these ancillary receivers. Brandon Ayuk, you demanded that money. You better go and show it on the football field. And there is no excuses, this guy's getting target, this guy's getting target. You wanted to be the guy. You're the guy now.
Yeah, I agree.
Now you're going to get that coverage.
Yeah.
Now you're going to get those targets. And this is also a big test for Brock Purdy. This is where Brock Purdy comes out and, people like me saying, I don't know if I give him that deal. He has so many weapons. Now he has a chance to go step up with arguably 2 of his biggest weapons out and go win football games. But fantasy football wise, I might look at Jennings just for the sole purpose. He's the veteran. He has experience in this offense. I don't know what these younger guys, Cowing and Pearsall, once he's going to go. I don't know what they are yet. Like if I'm going to go pick up somebody, especially in an offense like this, I'll go take Jawan Jennings and hope he's the guy.
Yeah, I think Kittle might be the most consistent guy that we can rely on, though, to be completely honest. It's a good matchup.
Well, I think it will be Ayuk over Kittle because Kittle's still going to have to be blocking.
Well,
I think Ayuk will be fine.
I think he'll be fine too. But look at this.
He's going to benefit. He's going to benefit. I think Ayuk is a really good receiver. So he'll find ways to get open. I'm not really worried if I'm Ayuk. I think this is a positive. I mean, he's going to get the looks now. So, you still got Kittle to deal with. You still got a good system. You still got the running game, so it's still a good system with Shanahan. I think, there'll be better days. Purdy seems like the last year or so, teams that blitz a lot seem to give him a little bit of trouble, play a lot of man coverage, aggressive defenses. Went on the road last year, lost to Cleveland. Now he goes, they haven't won there since 1992, loses to Flores' defense. And Flores could coach the freaking defense up. So, there's better matchups ahead. You said they're playing the Rams this week. Yeah, I would expect them to get back on track for sure.
Yeah, you got the Rams, the Pats, and the Cardinals, your next 3 games. So, you don't have to worry. I mean, it's Seattle week 6, KC week 7, Dallas, you could beat us with Brock Purdy's leg chopped off.
Yeah, I don't know. Kittle's the guy. I mean, if you're going to trade for any of them, either Ayuk or Kittle, you're probably getting Ayuk for cheaper. But I don't know. I mean, he might have a good week against the Rams. I mean, it's good. It's not a good secondary. But then again, New England, Christian Gonzalez, that's a tough matchup, right? So I don't know. Kittle is going to explode. He might be the tight end 1 after week 6. To be completely honest with these matchups. So.
Let's you want to get to a few of these comments or questions before